Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought I would use up some of my scraps that are on my desk because I have a fair few little bits and pieces. I think this was from doing my mixed media and things like that, and I have been making some cards. I do personalised cards, but I don't video it because they are personalised and they have photos and things on it. So I have been busy doing those as well. That's why I've got some gold on there, because I was doing a golden wedding anniversary one. So I've just gathered up some bits and pieces. I'm going to use my paper bag journal. Now I'll pop a link to this journal that we made under this video. So it's I've got an envelope on the front, and I've used a paper bag as well. So this is the paper bag with a journal in it, and then I've popped some more pages in between with an envelope, but you'll see I'll pop the link to the video on there. So I thought I would just add into this one using up some scraps. I've got a few bits of journaling cards and bits in there that I found as well, and I've also got some of my words and phrases. Now this one I thought would work really well today, which is this middle one, which is life is a journey, remember to stop and enjoy the view. Now we've had Andy's family over last week, so we've had a really lovely time, and it just makes you enjoy life. So you've got to just sort of like enjoy it and remember to take time out, because we do all have quite busy lives. So I thought that was a really good one for now. So I am going to use this page. I think I'm going to do the front bit because I put stuff in the back, I put a little bit in the middle, and I thought I'd better start doing a little bit on the front. Loving all these little bits and pieces I've got in here, but I thought I'd do this page. So we've got this one which I might add on to, and what I want to do, I want to sort of like add in an extra page. Now I've got all these bits and pieces, and I just thought I would make up another page. So I've got these pieces. Now this I must have cut to the right size of a page. These pieces, because I must have been doing it before, so they are perfect size. So I'm just going to sort of collage it together. Now if you saw the Friday freebie, last week I just sort of like stuck, I'm going to put that out of the way because it's shiny, the pieces on top of each other. So I think that's what I'm going to do with these, and make like an extra page to it. So let's get some big pieces that I've got. I've got some bits and pieces. I've got this, I've got a nice ripped piece there. What else have I got? Anything? Just wanted to use little bits that I've got off my desk. Let's take those bits, and I've got that bit. So these bits are a little bit thicker. What did I use that for? I used that in my journal, didn't I? So let's have a look. What have we got? I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I just want to stick them together, so I'm just going to eyeball it and stick it just with a little bit of tacky glue, and I might sew around it. So let's just see. Oh, look, I'm all stuck together. So yes, it feels like I haven't done a video for ages because we've had such a lovely busy week and traveling, and my gosh, did we eat. We ate lots and lots, so we visited lots of beautiful restaurants. So I feel very full up, should I say. I'm not going to call myself fat. I'm going to call myself nice and full and content, because it was wonderful. What should we have? Should we have a green piece on there? Let's put that piece on. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic week we've had. Which way should I put this underneath? And we are going away next week. We're going up to see my daughter Emily, which is fabulous. So we've got probably 10 days up there. So I've got friends coming that are going to house sit, and he's got another friend coming on Friday, so we're going out with them on Friday, and then off to Spain on Monday. So, and I've got to get all sorts of things, the house sorted and all sorts. So busy. Don't think I need all of that, do I? Let's just cut a little piece off this. So this is why I think that little saying is quite good, because you need to enjoy the journey, don't you? And keep doing things. Stop and enjoy things, which I think I've not been doing enough of, I don't think, lately. Just taking some time out has done us really, really good. Since Mum passed away, I feel like I've been on, I don't know, just a very strange journey. And it's been a bit difficult. Oh look, I've got glue on there now, never mind. So I'm just trying to learn to enjoy it a little bit more. And I think it's done us good to have Andy's family here. What should we do with this? So that, let me just stop talking and see what we're doing. So look, that just fits in there perfect, doesn't it? So shall I put, I don't know whether to put a back piece on there and cover that piece up, or should I just leave it? It's quite nice actually. I know I've got a bit of glue on there, but that doesn't matter. I might just go round it with a little bit of, or just sew around this bit and add a pocket in there. Pop that in. Let's see what else. So that fits perfectly anyway, doesn't it? I think I might just, before I'm going to, should we have it at the bottom or should we have it there? I quite like that rickety bit there as well. Now I'm going to pop that across there as a pocket, and then I can sew that in as well, can't I? So let me just, where do you reckon that's going to go? Just like that. And that, oh yes, and gosh, I'm a right chatterbox today, but my poor daughter has had viral pneumonia, so bless her, she's been really, really poorly. And my son has broken his fibula bone in his leg, and he's in the UK, so it's been sort of like a bit of a stress for me as well, knowing that I'm not there to look after them. So yes, it's been very sort of hectic this week, but it's been enjoyable as well. So I've taken some nice pictures, some nice views of where we went in the West Algarve on the coast, western coast. It's beautiful. So I've taken some beautiful pictures. So I'm going to pop them in the newsletter so you can have a little look and see where we've been, because it's been absolutely fabulous. So you can have a little nosy. So I'll pop those in the newsletter. I'm going to pop that along there, I think. Should I pop something along here? Should we just have a little bit of newspaper across? Book paper. Let me just fold that. Should we fold it that way or this way? Just this way, I think. So yes, I hope you guys have had a nice week. Nice and busy. End of summer, all the kids are going back to school. It's quieting down here actually, tourist wise, because we do live in a very, very tourist area, and it has gone quite quiet now, which is quite nice. And it's our turn now to be tourists in Spain, but I did live there for a long, long time, but it's still nice to go back and pretend you're a tourist, isn't it? Go and see my beautiful grandchildren, which will be so exciting. I can't wait. But we do have a 9-hour drive, which is quite tiring actually. But the drive is fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. It feels like it's just sort of like a straight drive. But again, the views and the places are amazing. So maybe we will take some photos. I'll get Andy to take some photos while I'm driving. Look at that. I think that looks really nice, doesn't it? So what I am going to do, oh look, that could be sort of like a little journaling card. Shall I back it? I think you could probably write on that. Let me just ink around the edges like this. These are just bits off of my papers that I've got, which I absolutely love. I've got a little bendy bit there. Shall we attach something to stop it bending? Shall I pop that on the bottom? Is that upside down, that writing? I think it goes that way, so let's just stick it on that way. Yes, I think I will. Let's just have lots of little mismatch. Gosh, I can't even speak. There we go. Let's glue. Which bit do we need to glue that on? Just that much. And I can cut it off. There we go. Perfect. So yes, we've got friends coming to stay to take care of the house, which will be nice. Not that we'll see much of them because it's just going to be out the door when they arrive, but that's okay. I don't think they will mind. There we go. Perfect. It's quite a nice little journaling card, isn't it? You can write on that. You could actually write on that with a white pen. Would look quite nice, wouldn't it? It's quite thin, but I think that will be okay. So I'm not going to sew. Shall I sew along that top bit? Maybe I'll quickly just sew along this bit and around this. So that's what I'll do before we pop that together. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. All right, I've still got white thread in my machine, but I'm quite liking that. It looks okay, doesn't it? So I think I will stick that on just like that before I do anything. I think I will sew around that then. So if I just stick a little bit either side, tiny bit along there, don't need too much. What should we have it? Should I just have it there? Oopsie. Is that level? Does that look level? I think so. Okay, and then we've got this lovely little journaling card, and we can put all sorts of other things in there as well. So let's just pop the lid on there. So look at that. It's amazing what you can make with all your little scrap pieces. So just make another piece of paper. So how are we going to put that on there? Now, I think I might just use actually some of my tape that I've got. So that can sit on there. And then we've got this extra lovely page. What should we pop on that bit? I think that's stuck really well, actually. Shall we put anything on the back? Let's see. Maybe we could pop a pocket on there, couldn't we? If I got anything else that's really sort of left over, a little piece of paper here. Let's take this out of the way. Oh, I've got another bit of that. Let's make, what was I making with this piece? I don't know. What shall we do? Shall I just pop that on there as an extra sort of pocket? Shall I just do like a little collagey pocket? I'm going to just cut that. I don't mind it being a little bit longer so I can trim it around. I don't think that's very level, is it? Let's just make that a little bit. Actually, I don't want it as big. So let's just chop that little piece off. I like this little flap. That could go on there, couldn't it, on the bottom? Should we just add random little bits on here? We could, couldn't we? Let's just ink a little bit round here. and just stick them on, and I think I'll just sort of like sew it as well. I'm going to, shall I stick that down? I don't think it really needs it actually, because pop that to the side. I'm going to just, actually I don't want to see that bit, so I'm going to tuck that up. I'm going to tuck it up. Let's just pop a little bit of glue on there. Just a little random bit. Stick that down. Just to reinforce that little pocket. Let's pop that on there. Stick this down. So yeah, get all your lovely little scrappy bits out again. Have a rummage through your desk, see what you've got, and just make something. You don't even know, you don't have to even know what you're going to make. Just stick. Just get your little bits. Oh, I can't pick that up. Little green bit. That can just go there, I think. I'll probably cut a little bit of this off anyway. Stick that down. Okay, lovely. What else have we got? Don't think I will put. Shall I put anything under here? A little bit of I can't calling it newspaper, book paper. That's probably why, because I was reading a newspaper, which I haven't done for a very, very long time. That's why I'm calling it a newspaper. Let's stick that underneath. Okay. Let's just pop this down. Pop that like that. There we go, a little bit more glue, I think, under there. Lovely. Stick down. Okay, what else have I got? What else do we have? A little bit of this. Let's just tear that down. I'm going to stick this on. I'm not going to fill it all up. Let's just glue this piece on. Go. Just stick this little random piece. Let's have that piece there. That will do. Nice little scruffy piece. There. That's perfect. Let's just chop this little piece off. We will glue this down. I think I'll glue it right on the bottom so we can sew all the way around it. And then we have our pocket. Right, actually what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly sew along there before I cut that off and stick it on. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I've just sewn along there. Let's just ink it a little bit. And a bit of ink along there. I'm going to stick this down. Just a little bit of glue. And then a little bit down there. Just so that we can chop that off. There we go. Perfect. Chop that off. Lovely. So we've got a couple of pockets on there. Now what I am going to do is just sew around the whole thing, just around the outside, before we pop it in, find a way of popping it into our book. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. Love it. So we've got a little pocket on this side and we've got a little pocket on there. And that's going to need to be glued down a little bit better. I should have sewed across there really, shouldn't I? Never mind, we'll stick that down. Maybe I will put another pocket over the top or not. No, that's stuck down. That's fine. Let's just leave it like that. That's our little one to go inside. So let's just, oh, I like that. That's really nice, isn't it? So that can go on there. We will figure out how. I want to make this a little bit, it's a bit too thin, I think. So I might just, what should we do? I'm going to put, oh, that's what I'll do. That's what I will do. I'm going to pop our little stain. Let's get rid of these two ones. We don't need these. Pop those to the side. And I'm going to pop that on there. So that will reinforce the bottom of the pocket. Perfect. A little bit of ink around the outside. Do you think I need a little bit of cheesecloth under here? Because we haven't used cheesecloth. Look at that. I like that. Let's just get a little piece right here, which is perfect. Let's just have a little piece. Scrunch that up like this. Oh, it's nice to be making something, because yes, it does feel like ages since I've actually made anything. Let's just stick a little bit of this on here. Just scrunch that, put that there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I have to schedule Friday freebies while I'm away, so I'm hoping I will have time to do more videos as well, and have them ready and scheduled, so when I'm away you will still have some videos. So I will see how I go, but I will definitely get a couple of Friday freebies ready, so we don't miss out on those. Look at that. I love that. I really do like that. Now, what was I going to do on here? Let's see. We could do with on this side, this one, I'm not quite sure whether I videoed this, but I made this little flap like that, which I quite like, and we've got like a little pocket, so I might do that and do something similar. So let's have a look, because this is quite thin. I think I might pop a little bit of tape along there just so it doesn't rip. Right, we've got this other little scruffy piece of paper that I've done. I'm going to cut this bottom piece off where I've already folded it. Actually, I think it's going to go that way because that end is not very straight, is it? Just cut this little bit, just so we're a little bit straight. There we go. So then that piece can fit over there. Let's pop you over there. Can't it? And then, wow, so we got, what other little bits and pieces do I have here? Not a huge amount. I don't want to get anything else. Look, we've got these little bits that we can extend the pocket, can't we? Can you see what I mean? Let's just take this off. Pop that to the side. What I can do, I can actually sew on this as well. So let's just stick this little bit on here. Like that. That fit there. A little bit on there. Perfect. And I can sew that down. I think I'll ink that first as well. It's not very straight, but that's okay. I'll go along here with the sewing machine because that's a little bit ripped. Unless I stick something underneath. What have I got? Should I stick a little bit of that? No, I don't like that. Maybe I'll stick another little piece of this. So I just rip that off. Stick that down there, I think. Yes. Put that on there. Perfect. Oops. Snip that little bit off and then I can just sew down there, just so it's a little bit stronger. It's amazing what you can do with little scrap pieces of paper, isn't it? So that can be a little pocket. And on this side, I think, what else have we got? We've got this little piece here. What shall we do? Shall we stick or shall we have? Just little randoms. I'm going to just fold this over. Stick that down. So we just have a few little layers of things. Now, I don't really want to use anything else, but I do have what we got. Little pieces here, which we could add. Maybe I'll take that off. I do want some extra writing space, so let's just fold this piece over. I think I folded that over too much. Okay, I'm going to fold it over, then fold it back, because I don't want this covered up. So that will go in there. So this is going to be the little pocket on this side, and that can fold this way. Okay, I want to fold that in that way. Okay, so I hope that's not too confusing. It's a bit confusing for me. So that goes like this. I'm going to stick that onto there and sew that piece like this. Yes, that's what I shall do. This is going to be stuck down on here just to keep it in place. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Where's our piece? Was it this piece? That wasn't it, was it? This piece, wasn't it? So then this will go on to there. So I will stick that down, so then we have a little pocket in there. And then when that turns over, this has a little bit to journal on. Perfect. Perfect. There we are. So I'm going to just quickly go and sew just down this bit and around here, just so it looks a little bit tidier. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I've just sewn around this bit so you can see how I've sewn it. So let's just cut these little tiny bits off there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop that in there and just stick that down. I think I'll stick it in with 3 in 1 actually. So I'm going to down this edge and along the bottom so we can make a nice little pocket. Stick that on the page. that's a little pocket, and when we open it out, this will just get glued. Actually, I might pop a little bit of tape on top of that. Get rid of some of that glue. So that just opens up, so we've got a nice little writing space on there. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to add in our extra little page. This way, isn't it? That's where we want to put it. So shall I tape it, or maybe I just tape it in, because this is pretty taped, this anyway. So let me just quickly go and get my tape. Okay, so there we go. I've just got my craft tape, which is it's like paper tape, which is lovely. I love it. So shall we just tear this down? I'm not going to have big pieces. Let's just, it's going to have to go on both sides, isn't it? Maybe we'll just have 3 pieces like this. One down there. This one's going to have to be lower because it needs to stick to here, doesn't it? Oopsie daisy. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. Maybe I should have done the other page first. Let's just stick that down. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this whole piece on here. There we go. Lovely, look at that. I do like bits of tape actually on journals. Look at that. So that's so simple to add a little page in there, especially if you've got like a little scruffy journal. Do you know what I mean? Very vintagey and grungy. It doesn't matter about you using bits of tape, but look at that. So we've got our little one. I think was going to pop in there, which looks nice. Was it that one? I think so. And I've got all sorts of little ones in here, which is nice. I don't really want Christmas. We don't want Christmas in here, do we? But I've got a couple of these little ones, which are my flower cards, which look lovely. I love it. So this one thing, what should we do? So I'm just going to add just little bits of tape just on the edge, just to make it a little bit more sort of grungy, like that. Stick that on. I like that. I do like that. And then, oh, we can pop something in this little pocket, can't we? Should we have our lovely butterfly? These are just some of my journaling cards that I've got. Oh, that's quite nice. That would look quite nice on there, wouldn't it? What should we put? Should we just pop you in there, little butterfly? I love these because these journaling cards go really well because they're sort of like collagey. They go really well with it, don't they? Actually, I like that on there. I'm going to stick that down, but I'm going to pop a little bit of this so it matches on the other side. Let's just scrunch this up a little bit. Pop the tape over there. Just pop that down there like that. Oops. A little bit of glue on there and stick that down. Lovely. Doesn't that look nice? Do you think that's a little bit? I might actually pop a little bit of tape on there, I think, because that's quite heavy for that little bit of book paper. That's good. I'm going to actually use the whole piece. How am I going to do that? Let's just, that's a little bit too long. Let's stick that onto there. Lift that up. Tuck that in like that. Oops. Perfect. There we go. Oh, I do like this one. It's quite nice because you don't have to be sort of, you know, tidy, do you? You can just add little bits, and if it's a little bit scruffy, it doesn't matter. But I do like these little pockets. I think that looks really, really nice. Just using up scraps of paper. And our lovely extra page that we've got there with the cards. Should we pop in another one? Look, we've got this beautiful shoe. Look at that. Should we pop you in there as well? There we are. On that side, we've got a nice little pocket. So there we go, guys. That is another, you know, couple of pages in there, isn't it? Add-on page. Just making it bigger and bigger, aren't we? So loving it. So that's a nice little crafty fix for me today, which is lovely. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you've got to get all your little scrap pieces of paper out. Just what's on your desk. Look, I might even just do another one and just use up these little bits, cover this page up. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.